Welcome back to Muscle Car Concepts. This isn't a Starbucks cup, it should be Starbucks sponsor. We are in our fabrication shop here at Muscle Car Concepts. I'm gonna walk you around, show you some of the updates on what's going on. It is the American dream. This is something that most people don't get to see every day.
Most of the hard work's done.
You could put more red in the gray.
Take 25-year-olds, I mean, they didn't grow up with these cars.
Trans Am, custom builder, Todd Auto.
Come in and you get to bring a design or an idea to life for somebody.
Thought it was a drive-through garage.
But the old school vehicles seem like a lifestyle.
You can only get so much from a picture.
That we are the best shop that you should bring your car to.
You gotta be able to look at something and go, wow, man, that is awesome.
This is our 1970 Chevelle. I've been doing the buff and polish. Got the hood, fenders, beautiful. Deck lid, beautiful. Into next week, maybe this Friday, we're gonna start working on the body. That is one of the last things we got to do. If you guys take a look at this interior, it's all stripped out. We're doing a full, I think we are doing a full paint job restoration on this, even though it already looks fantastic. That deep purple has caught a lot of people's attention. And Todd was talking about adding a splitter in the rear end and a ground effects kit all the way around the whole body. So quarter panels, door, fenders, and there'll be a splitter in the front of the car. I don't think it'll be as big as you guys have seen in some of the videos, because Todd Francisco is mocking up one. 1965 Pontiac GTO. I mean, literally nothing but bones. And actually there was no floor pan in the trunk there, so that was actually a major change for maybe some of the updates. There was nothing left. This is a car that most people would just forget about. Obviously this meant something to the customer, so that's why he brought it here. Mike is working on piecing this pig together. Obviously he does an amazing job. If you guys have seen the Jaguar videos, it's quality, it's nice. He's moving quick, things are going extraordinary. I believe the floor is getting prepped to be put in. This is something that most people don't get to see every day, which is a car completely naked in its skeleton form. Sometimes it takes a sec to even understand what happened. We'll get a video when we put on these quarter panels for you guys, so you guys can see some of the behind the scenes. We took a plasma cutter and cut that out, kind of like we did the RT Coronet. If you guys have seen that, shouts out to Clint. Camaro Cutlass, Cuddy Bobless. We got a lot of cool cars. You got a Todd Auto. Man. Alright, so again, some of Mike's design and build. Ready, steady, go. Woo. Oh yeah, get that noise. Ready, folks? Ready? Watch this. Like Star Wars. So if you take a look at this front end right up here, this is what Mike has done. This whole situation right here. Completely redid the front end and how the airflow comes into the car. Basically there's now snorkels below the car and in the front end of the car that bring air in through here, in through the intake, into the performance Chevy motor, LS. And even created, obviously things are still being perfected, but kind of like a Forest Ram hood on this with the hood scoops.
Like how you call them snorkels.
It's literally like a snorkel.
Takes a lot of talent, and Mike has the talent, so
Oh yeah,
shouts out.
absolutely shuts out. That's the update on the Cutlass. Besides, we added a back seat delete hideaway panel situation. You can't see it as much, but this is basically like a storage compartment. If you've ever seen a C4 where behind the seat they got the storage compartments, that's kind of what this is. Also, 2017 Camaro, by the way. This whole body was dropped on a 2017 Camaro, so the interior is sexy, beautiful, gorgeous, awesome. Whatever keywords spark your interest. Guys, like, comment, subscribe, let us know what you want to see. Ask questions in the comment and we'll get the professionals talking, teaching you whatever you want to know. I'm learning from them. I come on here to try to share what I'm learning, and kind of challenges me to keep up to date with these projects. So I'm a young man on my way.
Let us know if you want to see Todd Auto.
Just in general. This back here is a 68 Chevy C20, painted in a deep royal purple. Technically, what we've done so far, I do believe, is called edging, where you just paint the edge of it before you fit the doors. Then we'll put the doors on there, sand up the kind of overspray on the side, and then shoot it all at once. This was a Todd Auto, so quality. This is really like a once a year project. This is Clint's 19 something. Hey Todd, what is this car? 70? 70?
No,
68?
no, it is 70 because it's got the piece fastened to the hood. It's supposed to.
I figured. So this is Clint's 1970 Ford Mustang.
You did that on purpose.
Rage break, gotcha. This is Clint's 1970 442 Oldsmobile Cutlass W30 car. He has purdied it up, heavy with flake, and what'd you call it, pearl? It's pearl in there, or really
They
just
call it flake.
just flake?
Yeah, it's like head of the cow.
He is building this to be a lightweight drag car, and I know Clint is gonna drag this car. It's never been a huge thing for me, but these red fender liners, when you see it down the street, it actually stands out and pops, and with the blue is the right kind of contrast. I feel like any other setup, it just kind of looks weird. And he's got it lifted up. He's got huge jumbo tires, jumbo Willy Bobs in the back. And by the way, Darla commented, everyone needs to know who Darla is. She's commented almost 4,000 times on our videos, shouts out. But she was asking about this hoodie Todd's wearing because she wants one. And when you're that interactive with our content, we get you what you want. Flat out, you deserve it. So shouts out, we're going to figure that out. Lightweight racing seats. They got a cover on them that Clint's putting on. Yeah, so it's not going to be this plastic styrofoam stuff.
It's a face.
Jeez. Kind of a rare car in general. There's not too many, but hey, built like this with the giant, 5-inch cowl hood, 6-inch cowl hood. They go out of fiberglass too. He took the metal one and fabbed fiberglass one or bought a fiberglass?
He bought the fiberglass.
Bought it?
Yeah.
Got some hosers in the back. Deep dish hosers. I'm not going to touch it, but this wing right here, this jet look and that blue, golly. And the chrome bumper. I mean, this thing screams American muscle. This thing screams muscle car concepts. This is when cars had soul. I mean, every inch on this car is like...
Perfection.
It is the American dream. And that's just the truth.
Mm-hmm.
America. America, damn it. I think, damn it, the end of any sentence is amazing. So what do you know about Todd's situation?
So right now he needs to get it on the lift.
I thought you were going to say he needs to get it out of here.
So we're gonna have to cut part of the firewall and probably the tunnel to get the transmission in it.
Is that the only real issue that we're seeing? I mean, that's a huge motor.
Oh yeah.
And this thing's on the
He's
floor.
got to change the floor. He's got to change the oil pan, motor mounts, and wedge it in there. We have to make a new channel about
Do you think that we have to mess with the hood or fenders or front end? Like,
You don't have to mess with the fenders or anything. You probably have to mess with the liners and stuff on it, fender liners. But it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be real tight in there.
I thought the Pinto was maxed out. Is this going to be like a Pinto level full?
Oh yeah. Yep. So you might have to move some stuff on the inside. We're gonna lose the center console for sure,
Is Noel gonna make him a new one?
probably. Or he'll make one and have it cover it for him. But I know she's gonna redo all the interior for it, so.
Which was already really nice interior. But we do custom upholstery here, and we have a very skilled artist. So basically, you dream it, rebuild it, we'll fabricate it, we'll upholstery it. There is literally no limitations. We'll do your tractor for the right price. And we're talking the right price. We don't want to do tractors, but you dream it, we'll build it. We are that shop.
You break it, we fix it.
You break it, we'll fix it.
Todd will build it.
Todd will build it. He is the builder.
Todd the
Can you tell him
builder.
about the Camaro Cutlass?
Gonna tell them about it?
Please tell the fans. Because you have, like, when I talk about this part, I can only tell them what I see because the vision lies in your hands and your head. And when you talk about it, I'm like,
Well, it's
this
just,
guy's a car builder.
should have it blow it all off so everybody can see all the stuff that we've done to it, but it's more on hold with it, so. Well,
Oh, take a gander, eh?
take a gander, everybody already knows what it started out as, so. Um, 70 Cutlass S. They took a 17 Camaro and shoved underneath of it. Cut the fenders. Actually, it was only an inch longer than the Cutlass with Camaro, so we just cut the fenders. Moved it back. Made some new rocker panels. Put the Camaro door handle set up in it, so they'll use the Camaro door handles.
What color?
Huh?
What color are we painting it?
It's gonna be gray, kind of a dark charcoal gray.
Primer gray?
Charcoal. And I think we're gonna paint the bumpers and stuff. Everything's gonna get painted. He doesn't want no chrome on it. We're gonna flush mount the glass. As you can see, we shaved off the drip rails on it. Made a custom spoiler for the back.
What'd you do with this glass? Did you have to do anything weird?
Nothing with the glass. We just messed with the opening. So
What's the benefit, or what is a flush mount?
flush mount just gets rid of the chrome moldings around the glass. It's supposed to make it like more aerodynamic, smooth, going over the top.
What about up here?
Well, this here will slide up.
Okay.
This is not where it's gonna sit. Doesn't have the stops on it, so if you pull it up about right in there, and it's about where she's gonna fit stuff. So
That's cool.
yeah,
How about the hood?
yeah, the hood got it so it opens up the other way. Still got a little bit of work left to do on it. Gonna have to trim some fat off, which is pretty heavy. So yeah,
Are you hungry? Trimming some fat.
trimming some fat off of it. We gotta, once we get everything set up where we want it, we're gonna pull the engine and trim it out of it. We drop all the suspension out from underneath of it. And then,
Why is that?
because we're gonna paint the whole bottom of the car
The
and
same color?
same color. So all this red stuff will go away.
So like a Mopar, is that an Oldsmobile thing too, where they
No.
paint the whole?
No, it's just the way he wants it. And they put a different cam and lifters in the engine, get rid of that start-stop. Cylinder deactivation, gotta get rid of that. Yeah.
Can we talk about the car you're almost tripping over? What is this?
Yeah.
68 Dodge, it's a satellite, Plymouth satellite.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
Flush mount glass.
Yeah. Shaved the drip rails, made some custom door handles for it.
It's like a Bugatti.
Not quite. Just a Gaudi.
Just a guy.
Just a gaudy.
This is gonna have a mirror cell here, me and this one too.
Like a 392.
Yeah. Get it back in the machine shop and get it all set up in there. But I think that's about what we're waiting for. We need to find some better fenders for it.
Rusted out.
Yeah, the front ends were rotted pretty good. Then we gotta make a custom hood for it too. 'Cause I think
Cowl?
Yeah. But, well, we'll see what we end up doing. We might do something a little different. A custom suspension.
Yeah, did you mess with the firewall or the,
Yeah, we just plugged all the holes inside. We still need to go back and do some cleanup on it.
firewall you flattened out, all the
Yeah.
holes out?
Nice. We put the wipers in there. We'll make a cover over the top of the wipers.
That looks really good. That's like the Dodge Stars.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
You guys need to go be nice to Todd's Muscle Car Concepts shop. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We do technically have a Twitter.
We do.
We be tweeting. Tweeting.
I think the last thing we tweeted was new shop, who dis?
That's all shop we do. I hear Kenan being Kenan. It sounds like it's time to move. Shouts out. This thing's awesome. We'll get some more footage. This is the 1955 International pickup Clint's been working on, and it is looking phenomenal. Now, Todd, what were the big things that were actually done to this project?
We stuck an S10 frame underneath of it.
S10 frame.
Yeah, we stuck an S10 frame underneath of it. And it's got the control arms on it are lengthened. They're about 3 inches further out.
Did you cut and add metal?
No, there was a company out of Texas that made those.
Specifically for this, or is it a kit?
They just make them for, like, if you do stuff like this for older Chevy pickups, you can bring the wheels out because these fenders are so big.
They're huge.
You don't want your tires stuffed underneath of it, so it looks like you're riding on an S10 frame. But it's going to have a 350 in it, nothing special. We'll paint it up.
Kind of an interesting backstory on how it got here.
He had it sitting in his garage, and somebody decided thought it was a drive-through garage. Went through the garage door and hit the back of the pickup and just shoved the front end to the wall, bent up the front, and obviously took the bed out. And then once we got it in here, we found some other problems.
Snowball.
Yeah, it's definitely snowballed. Somebody else done some crackery to it.
Some crackery?
Yeah, it was.
What does that mean? Is that some white people slang?
Yep, it wasn't good. Someone.
Oh, like some redneckness?
Well, they morphed a 92 Camaro subframe stuff to the front, and every time you had turned the wheel, the whole front suspension would twist back and forth. Yeah, it was falling apart. It was starting to crack some of the stuff in the front. I just told him, I says, yeah, you can't drive around with that like that, so we fixed it.
Good deal. And it's going a two-tone, white on the top, like a seafoam green on the bottom.
Yep.
Kind of see the seafoam.
Some green pearl
in here.
stuff to it.
So we've been putting in a lot of man hours on this situation back here. Why does it look so good?
Clint took some good time on it, doing his thing. So we raised the bed up, obviously, because of the suspension. And then we're going to put a jerry can shortened in the front. And that's what we're going to use for the filler. You just open the lid on the jerry can, and the fuel neck will go down inside and go into the tank.
Okay, do you know if he gave this to someone and said, go fill it up?
Yeah, they would have no idea.
You'd never know.
Somebody grabbed a hold of the jerry can and tried to steal it. And it was like, what the heck?
Why is your jerry can welded to your bed?
Yeah. Probably won't weld it. It'll probably just make a bracket so it fastens to it, just in case you ever had to take it apart. Make it unbolt from the bottom, if it's possible. I'm pretty sure it is, so. But we're just about done. Clint's just about done finishing the bed so we can get it primed and start getting it painted, get some stuff done on it.
This is a spacer because the bed got raised up.
That tailgate will fit right back in the same spot.
That's what that is, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a spacer, and then the tailgate fastens down here. It'll look. You drive behind it, you won't be able to tell the difference.
Well, we're trying to get hauled out to England and then to Australia.
He's
As it
got-
says, down under.
He's got a
I can't
bucket
do it.
list.
Can't do it like Todd does. You guys, we'll get more of his accents on camera
Eventually.
eventually. We You guys gotta earn it. 100,000 subs. Todd only speaks in an accent. Crikey.
Yeah.
Got one.
There you go.
That's for the 17,000.
That's a teaser.
subscribers. Yeah, that's for all 17,000 of you. If you guys 5x your community and just like keep inviting people, Todd will go British for a week.
There we go.
I don't know about that.
No guarantees. So what do we think of this Ford Mustang?
Oh, you mean this Jag?
Yeah.
The Mustang looks like a Jag.
Something about this restoration was so like meticulous, and there's not a lot of these cars around.
No.
More parts,
No.
and everything's
I
expensive.
mean, you can get them, but they all got to come from over Europe. So, the UK or whatever, and stuff's expensive because you can buy the whole front for it, and it's like $26,000. Plus, then you got to get it here. So, you got shipping on top of it. So, it probably cost you another $6-7 just to get it over here. That's huge.
It is, and hopefully it doesn't get damaged in shipping, or there's so
Right.
many other factors that come into that.
Yeah.
So Mike did it all by hand.
Straightened everything up, yeah. So, I think she'll look real good when it's done.
And
Especially with the color that he wants to paint it.
And what's that?
I think it's going to be this red also.
Gray with the red
And
interior.
the guy that owns this, gets C10,
That gray.
like this. On
That's
there with,
specific gray.
I think something he wants to put on it. And then the gray with all of the chrome.
Not that gray. It needs
Well,
like
it might be a
deeper
little
gray.
darker.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, we can still mess around with it and make it.
Would he still have all the color? Because that gray had a ton of.
Oh yeah, we could still do something like that.
That would be really cool.
You could put more red in the grays because it matches the red into the interior.
What would you paint it? Like, if we gave you this Jaguar? How would you do it?
I don't like painting black, but I think black with the red interior would like that would look real good.
What would you do for the wheels?
Of course, on these, some of the older wire spoke wheels
Look cool.
look pretty good on them.
I like them. Is that what he's doing? Keeping the original?
I think so.
Where are we at? Just one more prime, and she'll be.
Yeah, we need to get it. Probably should get it and get it primed. We just got a little hold back on, because they have to wait till the end of the year before they can take more money out of their retirement. That's what we're waiting for.
Any other big updates on cars? Ooh, excuse me. Todd's been doing some Pontiac stuff. He's kind of a Pontiac man, by the way. Trans Am custom build there, Todd Auto, and his previous shop.
Well, I mean, yeah, we still built one from them, so
5 custom Trans Ams. 2 of them are in the Tallahassee, Florida Museum.
yeah,
He's the builder.
he's the builder.
So stinky.
What's that?
Stinky.
It's exhaust.
Open the garage. It's stinky, son. It is bad. It's burning my eyeballs.
I'm good.
Well, we don't have to burn alcohol in a closed building.
Experience pain.
My,
What?
she said drink the alcohol.
Not that type of alcohol.
Are you messing around?
Messing around? Are you messing around?
Where's your
This ain't messing. Where's it at? It should be in there. Should be in the case, maybe.
I was using it to buff and polish, my bad.
Okay.
I usually hide.
She needed it for the media. So what's going on with this beautiful car?
Well, we just need to get the bumper fitting back on, and we got to put new motor mounts in it. That was the radiator support mount.
What, you didn't want to use it?
No,
Why not? What's wrong with this? Just slap a little black paint on it.
no, she's a little well used.
Well used.
Oh.
You guys need to bring in your classic muscle cars, because there's things that you might not see where you think your car is running pristine. But if you got situations like this could be a hazard. Sometimes, if your motor mounts are doing that or other parts of your vehicle, that's a safety concern. Get it checked out. Make it a yearly routine to bring your muscle car to Muscle Car Concepts. Have us take a look at it. Doesn't cost much to have us throw it up on the lift, do a once around, And that way, you know, every spring, I'm good for the summer, fall, riding season. We're good. Store it away every year. Bring your car here. So what are you doing? I noticed that it's so half rest. You cut them at a
No,
a
he just
cosmetic?
wanted to cosmetically clean up the frame rails a little bit, upper control arms. So that's what he did. I don't like doing it that way, but that's what he wanted. We scraped all the dirt and crud off of it. Probably what it should have been done the first go around. Somebody painted it, but they didn't. We're just kind of cleaning it up.
Is this an authentic Pontiac GTO Judge?
Yes.
Like a.
Yep.
Is this the original paint?
No.
Or how it would have originally came out?
Yeah, this is what it originally would have looked like. But
So Pontiac seemed to play into your backstory a lot. Why is that? Why Pontiac?
me,
Yeah.
just what I ended up working on. A lot of Trans Ams and a lot of Pontiac stuff. Probably worked on, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred Trans Ams probably. We might get to do another one too.
Your custom Trans Am?
No, well, that too, and we're going to do another 78 Trans Am,
What are we doing?
everything. We'll do,
Full restoration?
yeah, I think so.
I love that. Is he going black with gold?
That's what it is now. He's had it since '83. That was his high school car, so.
Dang.
Yeah, you might get the backstory on that too.
Okay.
Because I told him we might do that.
YouTube?
Yep.
And he was
So-
in for it?
Yep. So
Awesome. Yeah, if you guys bring your cars to Muscle Car Concepts, we'll make you a little documentary. Get kind of the behind the scenes, why it was so important to you. Thank you, Todd.
Moral of the story being bring your cars to Muscle Car Concepts because
Oh, yeah.
we are the best.
If you guys bring your car to Muscle Car Concepts and you want, we will go all out on our media team to record, you know, the context of the car. Sometimes you get, hey, I've had this my whole life. This is my mom's car. This is my grandma's car. And we want to hear that. We want to share those stories and why these cars are so important to you guys. I mean, every car in here has a huge story. And I know that there's families, like big families, or, you know, a lot of people aware of each car and are excited. Hey, man, when's that 49 Chevy going to come back home? Or, hey, when's that, you know, 62 Corvette that got hit in the front end? When is that coming back home? You know, and we got to be the people that you trust and you rely on to bring that feeling back to you guys. And when you get it back and it's quality and it looks like this Cougar Eliminator, you know, you don't remember the price. You don't remember how long it took. You remember, A, we did it, and B, my car is back and working well. And sometimes those feelings people miss out on for years because they sit on their projects or they don't, you know, move the ball forward. And I highly, highly recommend, if you have a car that you care about, get your foot in the door, give us a call, stop by. Kenan, he's nice. He doesn't bite. He'll talk to you. We don't know that. Okay, for some of you guys, you might get bitten. He'll come up to you, a little drive-by bite.
Please still bring your cars to us.
I wasn't done with my sentimental talk. Tears are about to come out, and I'm joking. The end. No, I'm joking. 37 Chevy. Oh, 62 Corvette. Kenan, it smells like gas. My eyeballs are crying. That's good. It makes it feel better. No. Folks. 1970 Chevelle. I'm only going to give you a little bit of the sauce. But here's some sauce. Sauced up.
Okay.
All right. So I had this thing looking perfect. I really did. We're going to polish it one more time once it's on the car. There was a little bit of dieback in the clear. Not the best lighting, but you guys can see that it is a smooth mirror, which is obviously what we're going for. Just beautiful. We're keeping it all plastic. We're keeping plastic on it so that no dust gets on it and people scratch it when they clean it. This is going to be a show car, so we want to keep it nice. I have never seen, or I've never been in a 62 Corvette. Shouts out to this guy. Thanks. I'm just sitting in your
I'm gonna
car
get sappy. I've never been in a 62 vet.
until now.
How you feeling? I'm gonna get the emotions working here.
Makes me feel a lot of ways. It's like people drove around in this car all the time, like out of high school. Yeah, I'm just getting my little sports car and drive home. This thing's amazing. This thing is like automotive history. It feels so human. It feels so functional. It's not weird. Everything's mechanical, not electric. So it's not sensor based. And it just looks fun. This thing's got soul, it's got character, and it kind of makes me sad when I look around and see the cars that are currently out and about, and it's like this thing has so much style. I mean, the gauges, the everything. There's not one thing on this that isn't really unique. And I think that's something that I miss when I look at all these cars. They're so different. I mean, they are just every one of the cars in here are in their own class. The only two that are similar, maybe the GTO Judge and the Cougar Eliminator. And even then, with the same body styles, they still are so different in characteristics and styling. And but you look at, like the Ford Explorers and the Honda CRVs, like everything looks like that, and everything's the same colors. And I think the only real car that has stood out to me in recent production is the Ford Broncos because they seem they seem relatively affordable, and they got some flair. There's definitely some like cheaped out parts on them, but I don't know. They're pretty much the only car that makes me feel that way. And when I get in this, I feel completely different versus when I get in a new muscle car. The new muscle cars feel cool. They feel rowdy. They feel sleek. They feel like the car from Cars 3, the black car. Just super high tech, nice, but you don't get that same road connection where you have to like fight the road and the driving experience in an older car without all the technology. Yeah, you have to kind of earn it. You kind of have to fight for it. You have to keep your eyes on the road. You have to be careful when you brake and hit the gas and stuff. There's no. Hey, Ken, when was ABS invented?
PBS?
Yeah, like these don't have ABS, right?
No.
Okay.
Those came fuel injections, but I'd say probably in the late 80s or 90s it might even.
There's just moments that you don't get in new cars and these old school cars. And I know if you've been in one, you've been in an old truck from like the 60s or 70s that hasn't been restored. I know that is a manual drive. You are focused on the road. You're careful when you hit the brakes. You're looking around all the time because it's just it makes driving fun. It makes it so that you can't just lean back and not look at the road like a Tesla. Like I understand the transportation, and the newer vehicles seem just like transportation, but the old school vehicles seem like a lifestyle. Like I would drive this around all night, and if that were my night, that'd be awesome. But a new car, I mean, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to get somewhere maybe, but it's not as fun to just jump in and just coast, maybe go state to state, shoot, whatever your heart desires. This lifestyle of no phones, a woman on the right, a beer on the left, and a cigarette in the other hand. That's what these cars are. That's what this era was, and it shows. It's cool. It's classy, but it's fiery with style. Here's an interesting scenario. This is a 1947 Chevy. I love saying the wrong things and seeing how you guys react. 1968 Chevy truck. I'm gonna show you guys an interesting startup bypass that. Kenan, did you wire this in or did it come in like
It was
this?
already like that.
Okay, boom. Hit that. We're gonna start it up for you guys. Ready, steady. And then to turn it off, you just stick your hand out the windshield, while you're driving down the highway.
It's a really clean windshield.
Oh yeah.
See, almost just see right through it.
And it's an InvisiShield.
InvisiShield?
AKA not there.
I thought it was just that clean you can't just see it.
I wish. 1961 Chevy Impala, got the front end painted, motor started. Now we're just working out some bugs, getting the rest of the grill put together, and I believe there's a lower valance that needs to get painted. And then we are gonna take out some of the dirt that's in here. There's just a little bit of dirt that got in the paint, and then we're gonna blend. This is a base coat with the clear coat, and the old paint is a single stage? Yeah.
So that's just a mixture of base coat and clear coat mixed into one. So this original paint's single stage paint. So that's just, instead of laying your base and then putting the clear on top of it, instead what they used to do, they would mix the clear in with the base color and spray it as one. It didn't last and work as well as base coat, clear coat, and the paint technologies has come a long ways since then. But
how do you polish a single stage? How are we going to take a non-single stage and blend two different paint types?
Carefully. Single stage, as you buff it, it likes to remove a lot of the material with it.
Oh no!
So
Oh no, I'm getting the paint.
You just have to be light. But before we polish it, we're going to have to clay bar all of the single stage to get as much of the contaminant and dirt out of the paint, and then we can try to blend it as much as we can without ruining the single stage. 37, it's pretty much going to be driving and running here pretty soon. I mean, it runs. We have to bring the parts car in once we get probably that other Chevy I've been working on out. I can bring the parts car in and rob parts off that because I need new front shocks. Those are an interesting mechanism, not like what we're used to on new cars. And then a gearbox, I believe. And then it should hopefully be ready to drive out on its own power. And then we just got to put the rest of the body on, get the interior finished, and I think it's almost ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. Definitely has come a long way.
So 90% of the wiring's all done. It's just got to be tucked up and organized. So most of the hard work's done. It's just putting the body on and getting it out of here now.
Cosmetic details.
Yeah, it's just all the small stuff, but that little stuff takes most of the time. No, I've been happy with it. It hasn't ran for, well, I think you guys seen that video. That was the first time it's probably ran in, who knows, 20, 50 years.
Oh,
Nobody
easily.
really knows.
It was in a garage for a long time.
Yeah. But it ran good, so be excited to get this out and see it on the road.
Now walk me through what you're currently working on.
I am working on this 49 Chevy truck. It is a bit of a basket case. Brought into us from a previous shop that a guy was getting mechanical work done to do an LS swap, 4L60 in it, and he wanted vintage air, got new gauges. They put a 4-link in the back here, but they kind of screwed it up. So yeah, all those things I mentioned, he did get, but not correctly or installed correctly. So since we're back here, we'll just start back here. The fuel tank, it wasn't mounted correctly. There was no rubber, so it was just hard mounted to the frame. So we added rubber in between, just add a little cushion with the frame flex. And then the shocks, they were just, this area in here was just weld out to here, just kind of stacked up on each other to make some sort of a perch for this tube. So I went in, ground all those bad welds out, made some gussets for each one to strengthen it up. I would not have designed it this way if it was mine, but for time's sake and money wise, I just had to strengthen what we had going on. Then the other issue with the rear end, this whole 4-link setup is not right. It really should have been C-notched in the frame for more clearance, because down here you got about a couple inches of clearance before you're smacking frame, but you don't even hit the tube before your tube up here smacks your axle. I can't even fit my finger through there. So this tube will probably end up bending. We informed the customer about all of that, and he doesn't want to proceed with fixing it at that moment, or at this moment doing it with the C-notch, because that's a big job in itself. We got to cut the frame, got to raise the box floor, and do a bunch of other things. So I fixed, just mainly fixing a lot of welds. I did build an e-brake for this because there was no e-brakes. We took some like mile long e-brake cables, routed them to the middle here, and then I took a piece of flat stock and drilled 3 holes in it so it'll pull evenly. And then the center cable goes to a bracket here. There's a nut welded on the backside with a bolt that's been drilled all the way through to act as an adjuster. And it works pretty good, so better than having no e-brakes. And then let's go towards the front. There was a lot of issues there. Inside here, there was like all the vintage air wiring was, none of it was hooked up, so I had to go through and, well, this ain't gonna open, but I had to go through and wire in all the vintage air, make sure it all worked good. Got a new controller for it, got all vents. Then I also had to pull all the gauges out and rewire them. So the oil sending unit, for example, or the oil sending gauge, the wire for the power, he had it hooked up to the alternator signal wire. That's not correct. That's why all the gauges were pegging out instantly, because they were getting 12 volts when they were not supposed to be. He also, the person working on it, screwed up a lot of other wiring down here. He just mismatched wires. Just, I really don't know what the guy was thinking, but I got it all sorted out. So all the wiring should work good now. Had to do a decent amount of work on the motor, changing out odds and ends sensors because they were all cheap, no-name sensors from who knows where. Probably Temu or Alibaba, something like that. They were just no-names fakes. The intake, initially, it was pointing just straight up in the air. We weren't able to close the hood. So I got a 180-degree boot, trimmed it, had it pointing back. That's how he originally wanted it anyways. So that should make him happy. Only downfall with having the intake like that, it's going to be sucking in a lot of hot air. But with this engine bay design, it's going to be sucking in hot air no matter what. What else? Oh, we did add a new alternator bracket because the original one was cracked and the previous person working on it tried to fix it with JB Weld, so that didn't work. Also added this nice little coolant overflow reservoir. Never had that before. And then fixed the motor mounts too, because the welds on those were quite scary and they chopped out parts of the motor mounts. Don't ask me why. Then just a bunch of other odds and ends, little things I've had to fix on this just to make it safe to drive down the road.
Be nice to Ken and Robinson. Like the video if you want to see more of him, which you do. So like it and share it with someone.
So if you're going to be doing any sort of mechanical or even restoration work, make sure you do good research into what company you're bringing it to, because they can appear good. Like even just looking at their website, they may look like the best company there is. But I'd recommend talking to some other customers that have worked with them and see how they like their work, because the customers are going to be the ones that really tell you how good their work is. You can only get so much from a picture. So it's just do your research before, so you don't get in a situation like this guy or many other guys have been in before.
Kenan has made a clock or two. Kenan, are you selling these?
No, I'm just making them to make them.
These are awesome. Good job.
What?
That was nice.
Where are you finding the little clocks?
Hobby Lobby.
I love Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, they were the perfect size.
Right? Those are really cute.
Sweet.
You're just selling them to sell them?
I don't know if I'm gonna sell them. The one I'm giving to my dad. One I'll probably keep.
Would you make me one?
Probably can, yeah.
Probably not.
I'll have to get more clocks in stock. I took the last 2 they had, so
Dude, that's so cool. How'd you get it in there?
I just stuck it in there.
Oh.
It's like almost the right size. You can probably, if you hit the back of it, it'll slide out. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
look
just
at that.
good.
Yeah. Once I tighten the bolts down, it should squeeze it a little bit, and it's pretty good.
It looks like a clock, but it also looks like an award. Like, I'd like to thank the Academy.
And then I put felt on the bottom so it doesn't scratch here.
Oh, that's good.
It's the piston cup.
The piston
Stop
cup.
it, does. He did what in his cup?
He won 3 piston cups. He did what in his cup?
Alrighty, folks. Thank you guys for watching. We're at Kennan's box. This is his chair that he built, and he's letting me do an outro on. So, shouts out, shameless Kennan plug. He's been amazing. Was a part of all the summer content. It's going to be a part of this summer's content, and is a big, huge aspect to our YouTube team and the community. So everybody, flood the comments with love for Kennan and Todd at Muscle Car Concepts. If you guys have questions, we are the shop to answer your questions. Genuinely. I mean, the guys in here who do a lot of the big builds have been doing this for 20, 30, 40 years. You know, it started when they were in their teens and they're still doing it. So I'm not saying anyone is the expert, but we might know a few people that basically are. So we like to learn from them. So every question that you guys ask in the comments, we all get to learn together. If you guys have any other exciting ideas that you want to see us do, car shows, events, things you want to see us host, just let us know. Anything is possible. Darla commented and said that she wanted a hoodie that Todd was wearing. Todd doesn't even know how to get the hoodie, where to get the design. Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out.
He didn't even know what hoodie he had on.
Yeah, he was like, which one? But when you guys are engaged and supportive, it tells us what you actually want, and then we can help do that. Because right now, we're just balls out to the wind, wherever the wind flows. And now we have all of these projects done.
Mostly done. Still waiting on a few things here and there. We've got the black seats with the red stitching up there that go in the 70s Chevelle for Mr. Scott. Waiting on door panels and stuff to ship so I can reupholster them, and waiting for the headliner so that we can do that. And it's just a lot of in-between stuff right now.
So I'm gonna throw a curveball in here. Bah! You did something with the Jaguar we are building in the back. You built an all red interior situation.
Yeah. So some of the seats are over here. Got the back seats there, the backrest and the seat bottom in red leather.
Is it pleather? Is it vinyl? Real leather?
Real leather. It's German leather.
Actually?
Yeah.
You bought it from Germany?
It came from Germany. Yep.
Interesting. Why is that? Like, why not American leather?
It's just what the customer wanted, so it's what happened.
That's cool.
We've got the front seat sitting over here, unfortunately hidden behind some of our other work.
Oh, that looks great. Ooh. And then what about these small odds and ends?
These are mostly panels for the interior of the Jag. We've got the center console here. We've got the gear shift cover here. Those are all like over the door panels, and then panels for the rear hatch.
And you talked him into doing a red interior?
No, he came with the red interior. He wanted to keep the black instrument panels and stuff like that, but I convinced him to cover it all in red leather too, because it's just so much more cohesive that way. It's going to be that much more vibrant to look at in the end.
You did some Chevelle seats.
We were just talking about those.
Okay.
I'm waiting on a bunch of stuff for the interior so I can proceed with that. I'm excited about it. I want to get it done, but just waiting on the customer to make up his mind about certain things.
What are we waiting on? What, back seat?
Nope, back seat's done. Front seats are done. He's
Door
gonna
panels.
he's ordering some special door panels that he wants me to reupholster, and so we'll be doing that. And then we've got to either find a molded headliner or make a molded headliner so that I can upholster that as well. Lots of fabrication on that one.
Is now, oh, this will be interesting. We're talking about getting another shop just for YouTube and some of our upholstery, kind of the more quiet aspects of muscle car, which is exciting because that gives you guys the ability to focus on one car and actually listen and hear Todd explain and watch him build the cars, which is a little more behind the scenes than we've had recently. This whole area would be clean, organized, and in a bigger shop. Noel's just got so many projects.
It's coming in faster than we can keep up with at this point, but I'm determined to get it all done.
You're nailing it. That's actually insane that you have all this done.
Yeah, well, keep on moving, right?
Absolutely. So we got a 90s Tahoe that you're redoing. This is a little
99 Tahoe, yep.
This is a little different. You don't always see seats, kind of like I was saying earlier with the skeleton car, where the car was just all blown apart. This is what you're sitting on, folks. You might not realize that you got just this little situation there and a couple guitar strings, and they call it a day. So that's pretty cool. What material do you use when it comes to redoing seats, or how do you kind of guide customers to finding that right
Depends
cushion?
on what they want. So if they want a real soft seat, a lot of times I'll take their existing seat foam and cover it in some sort of softer half-inch foam just to give it a little more cushion. I usually pad the covers as well, give it a little extra squish. We want our customers to be comfortable, you know. If you're going to be in your car showing it off, you want to be doing
Comfy
it
in
from
it,
a
yeah.
comfortable seat. Yeah.
We all know what it's like to sit in a car where you're not comfortable, and then a long road, a long drive comes in and you're restless because you're not comfy. This is an opportunity too. Even if you got a newer car and you feel that feeling, come in, get the foam, what would you call it, redone or
Yeah, we can refurbish your foam or we
refurbish.
can customize it to be more firm or more soft. Just whatever you want. That's what we're here for. Make our customer happy.
What do you think is so special about what you're doing here?
I don't know. I think a lot of it's, I love the whole job. I mean, you come in and you get to bring a design or an idea to life for somebody, and you get to create, and I don't know, I really enjoy
Run
working
with
with
that,
my
yeah.
hands and textiles, and I've been, you know, sewing and reupholstering stuff for a long time now. It's what I'm good at. It's what I love to do. It makes the customer happy because the end result is something that they can really be comfortable with and love.
What is the hardest part about your job?
It's pretty physical when it comes to automotive upholstery. It's a lot of heavy lifting and maneuvering and manipulating things to be what you want. Like these armrests for the 99 Tahoe, I had to cut them off because they had filled the cover with foam instead of wrapping a formed foam piece. They filled the cover. So it was all fused. I had to cut it all apart and completely make that new cushion.
What's a weird scenario you've ran into that showcased some of your skill?
Things like that, actually. I mean, it's not super easy to work with foam in general, but things like this come along and you have to do what you can with what you've got. A lot of these pieces aren't made anymore, and so you just have to make them again, redesign it, make it what the customer wants.
What's your favorite thing to do?
I think the design aspect, I like playing with colors and designs like alligator skin or, you know, super heavily textured, brightly colored leather is one of my favorite things.
What's been your least favorite thing about working in upholstery?
The foam, for sure. It gets everywhere and it's impossible to clean up. I mean, it's just all around kind of a pain, but it's one of the biggest parts of the job. So
And then what would be your dream project?
I don't know. I get to dream a lot on the job. So it's pretty hard to nail down a specific one.
So
I
the
don't
idea
know.
is you're setting up a target audience right now. Who, if you could do anything, would it be like, man, I'd love to take a old school muscle car and gut it out and just every piece of it design to a really high.
Yeah. No, I would love to gut a muscle car and redo the entire interior in my own eye. But I also really enjoy doing motorcycle seats or I don't know, I did an RV once. That was really fun because it's like redoing somebody's living room, you know? It's not just a car interior. Um, I don't know. I guess I really just like the diversity of it, being able to do a different thing. Every project is something new and
So different.
exciting, and it's all custom. It's all fit for the customer, whatever they want, you know. Not too awkward, am I?
No, not at all.
I haven't had
That
my
was the
coffee
best.
yet.
I think that's the best videos we've got with you in it so far. That especially that last part, I can feel you calm down and just be yourself. Where you're like, this is just what I love, and here's why. Um, Something with pizzazz, the alligator skin, bike seats, gutting it, full muscle car.
I turned it off when we started filming. I didn't want to burn anybody.
Who are you and why are you here? Ooh. We'll use whatever feels appropriate.
That's deep, man. Trying to get deep. I haven't even had my caffeine.
You can sip coffee while you.
I am just somebody who loves to create and make things. I don't know. I just
The creative element, the artistic element.
the creative and artistic elements are my favorite parts of this job by far, I think.
What challenges feel really fun and exciting? Like for me, it might be, man, if you give me a car, I really like to choose the paint code and I really like to dive deep and do research and go look at other cars with certain paint codes and just get that perfection. And that's a detail that I just am enthused about. What aspects of upholstery are you like, man, when it comes to this, I'll go to any length because I just love it?
When it comes to getting the perfect end product, because that's all it is, it's you gotta be able to look at something and go, wow, man, that is awesome. And that's what I want to make. I want to make something that people are in awe of. I want to make something that brings vision, you know, something that you can look at and be inspired by.
So this isn't just your standard restoration. If you guys have an idea, a dream that you've never seen before, this is the place to make that dream a reality. I mean, there is no lengths that we will not go to achieve what Noel was saying, that perfection, that dream outcome. You guys give us your problems and we just provide a solution. Muscle Car Concepts MCC, Todd Otto, Noel, Gage, Megan, DJ, Kenan, Mike, Sam, Clint, Dana. Yikes, we lost some folk. The team is always growing and changing, but we really are a group of people that it's like a bunch of hot rod builders all come together to focus on one goal. You know, Mike could have his own shop, Clint could have his own shop, Todd has his own shop, Noel could be working her own upholstery shop, Kenan could be doing his own mechanic shop, but everyone here is so skilled and so humbled to come together and work with really amazing customers. It's not just let's turn around this 65 Mustang. It's what can we do to this car so that when other people see it, they go, I've never felt this way looking at a car until I opened the door and I saw the interior on your Jaguar, or I saw the paint and the bodywork on your Chevelle, or I saw just the customizations that you did or the little details. You know, those feelings are what we create here at Muscle Car Concepts.
Hi.
And what is your role?
Yeah, there we
I
go.
thought you had the mic.
No, I get my mic back. I was demiked earlier.
Okay, and who are you and what are you doing?
I'm Megan.
You have a pretty important role here. You are someone that not everyone gets to see in every video.
Exactly. A lot of social media work. I feel like the people who are in charge of running it and recording the content, a lot of it actually is behind the scenes, and you don't get to see them in front of the camera as often as maybe they would like. I'm kidding.
Guys, that was a slight hint. She wants to be on camera.
But yeah, you know, it's really fun to get to bring like these cars to life on the media because, I mean, for example, like all these cars that are driving past the street we're on, like they're driving past and truly, do they know what's inside the shop?
Not at all.
Not at all. They don't have any clue that we got a GTO Judge in here, that we got a custom fabricated Jaguar in here. They don't know. So it's nice that we have all these platforms now where we can post such content for not even just people here in Nebraska. We can post it for the whole world to see that we are the best shop that you should bring your car to.
And why does that feel so special to you to be a part of this and to record all that?
It just feels really special because a lot of these cars were obviously before I was born even. So, you know, take 25-year-olds, I mean, they didn't grow up with these cars. But take someone who's 60 and yeah, this is what they drove. This is what they lived. They were there when these cars were the norm. For us, this is not the norm. So it's really special to get to work with these cars every single day and get to like dive back into history. It's like opening a yearbook almost and going into the past. And it's a lot of fun.
And you're doing an amazing job here. What are your goals?
My goals is, you know what, we're increasing that YouTube goal. Easily we're on the road to 1 million. So if you're watching this and you notice that you are not subscribed, go subscribe. Because right now we're at 17,300. And I'd say by 2026, let's at least get to 100K.
Easily.
Easily.
That needs to be the goal.
Yeah.
And it's a community goal.
Say, you know what? Easily 100K on TikTok as well.
Ooh. Well, we're at 14?
Yeah, 14.3K.
And why is it important that we get that kind of following?
It's really important because, I don't know, it's a way to like form a community.
It's millions of people that get to feel what we feel every day. And we like our life. We like what we're experiencing. So it means something to share that with people who might not get that and might love it.
It might honestly be able, like, they'll look at the stuff and it'll make them like think for a minute, like, hey, wait a minute, like that's the cars I grew up with. Like I have a car like that in my family, and it can make them relive like
moments. Or learn about, you know, family members, or ask. I notice a lot of cars bring memories where you bring up the 70 Judge and it's like mom, you know, in tears, like, yeah, that was my dad's car and I remember him taking me to prom. And then these cars aren't just material pieces of metal with sensors. They're memories shared between families, getting from one point to another, usually hold a lot of value.
Literally walking pieces of history. A shop full of history back there, ranging from cars from the 1930s to the cars to, like you said, the 1990 Tahoe. We have it all, folks.
So what I was saying is, Todd Otto cares about cars. When he was in his teens, he would take, or maybe even younger, he'd take cars apart. He'd take little matchbox. When Todd was young, like teenage years, he would take his matchbox cars, remove the spot welds, take the body off, do some cosmetic changes, put the body back on, do little tack welds, and then repaint it. Who does that? I've never heard of someone doing that. I'm sure other people have. But when I hear that detail and then I see who he is, and that he's literally just from a young age, that is what he's done. He's taken cars and beautified them and just has enjoyed that process. It's not about the money. I know that because I see his dedication to when a car gets out of the booth. And a customer might not ever know the difference, but if Todd is not happy with it, obviously the customer doesn't pay for a respray. but Todd focuses on perfection with a lot of these projects. Not every single one gets to have that same focus because sometimes it is budget based. But when I see someone care so much about every inch and detail of a car, and I mean like emotionally invested in how these cars come out, I can tell that I'm in the right spot because I want to be around someone who cares about what they're doing with their life and cares about the product and the customer's reaction. And so when I'm here, my job is to share with you guys the behind the scenes, the moments, how we do things, why we do things. I'm learning just like hopefully some of you guys are learning. And a lot of this, I try to look at it from the lens of the viewer. If I don't know what's going on behind the camera, then I can't convey it recording or jumping on the camera. So I try to ask these guys, hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? So I can learn and so we can learn. And so I want to take the youth and I want to remind them, A, how to work on these cars, B, why these cars are so special. And then I want to tie in a big community because a lot of our followers are older gentlemen, specifically older gentlemen, which is amazing, which is awesome. You guys are the backbone of A, why we're here, but B, why it's so interesting. When you guys tell the stories of sitting on my judge with the beer and the lady in the lap, it's not about having substances. It's about those cars created a soul movement that when you got in them and you were with your buddies, it's a feeling you can't replicate any other way. And I care about community. I want to create a really positive car community that's not judgy, that's not lame. It's just casual, chill, fun, lighthearted, organic. Todd wants to go to Australia, car related or not. We just want to be a big car family. And then when we go to car shows or people stop by to look at our cars, if they know us, that'd be cool. Like, hey man, I've seen your videos, I love what you do, invite you out, come take a look at our shop. Like, sweet. The more people we get to meet and shake hands with, the more our community and family grows. And like-minded people, that is what a community is. It's common unity, unified by common passions, goals, enthusiasm. And so that's what we're trying to create. We are trying to be the biggest car YouTubers out there. And shouts out to 1320 Video for doing just that in their own direction. We're not trying to do what other people are doing. We're trying to do it in our own way. And people like 1320, dude, they've got their niche covered. Drag cars, racing, burnout, stuff like that. We want to show more of like the custom chip foose level builds into a team, a family that is so recognizably awesome. Real people doing real things, being authentic. Like, it's not just the cars. You can see we care a lot about the character. Hey, this is Kenan Robinson. The reason I'm so excited when I say I like Kenan, he's a good dude. He's awesome. And what makes the 49 Chevy so much cooler is that mother Kenan Robinson's working on it. And so we want you guys to enjoy who's behind the scenes and who's working on what and get to know everyone in here. I'm extremely thankful for all of you. This is the last day of 2025. So 2026 is going to be big, fat, enormous fun and awesome sauce. We got merch dropping. We have big projects coming out. And we got some secret travel plans that we'll update you guys on in the near future, but you will see us. So whether you watch us now or a couple years in the future and you're just going back reflecting like, wow, these guys did it, I'm telling you, you guys will see us. We don't have to force it. You'll find us. You'll see every bit of what we do because we do it loudly and proudly, and you just can't miss it. We're going to post so many videos across so many platforms that whether you wanted to see us or not, you will see us on your TV. You will see us on your phone. You will see us in the newspaper. We are the biggest, the baddest, the best. And if in any way we are falling short of that, this is our journey to becoming just that. Take care and subscribe. All right, Megan, you ready?
Oh God, I can
All
only.
right, I'm going to just do it now. thank you guys for watching today's shop dates at Muscle Car Concepts. Starbucks, Milwaukee sponsor the shop. Everyone works hard and they deserve some benefits. Take care.
Hold on.
Oh, brother. This guy
I
stinks. It's got to be about right nipple height.
I don't know where your nipple's at, but mine's not right here. So.
Just here. I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm just gonna put this.
There we go.
Yeah, do it. Do it to him. He's a freaking YouTuber.
Oh my god, he got the mic on.
All right, he's YouTubed up. We're doing it. I don't know what this button does. We're gonna do that one more time. How I know about the cigarette thing and the woman on the lap thing is I talk to a lot of these customers, and that's what they say. Like they're like, "Man, we used to get up on the hill and pop the hood, and I'd just sit there, woman on the left, woman on the right, two women, double beard up, with a cigarette in my mouth." And I was like, holy cow, you know how much depression that would cure? Like, our generation needs something like that, and that's making it in the video.
One on the left, one on the right.
Kenan, hear me out. You know that if that was your lifestyle, you'd be pretty happy.
Probably.
It'd be hard not to be happy.
Agree to disagree.
Well,
When they start fighting, then you got issues.
of course, you always find a way to like.
Well,
What if she has cancer? Like, what? I'm gonna kick her right here. I need to have my feet up.
Can I form a kick line?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you just manhandled that mic.
When?
Just when I handed it to you.
you know how you grab a mic, like
Kenan, can I put my feet up on this?
Sure. I stand on it.
Well,
don't give him ideas. He's gonna see. You can't tell him you stand on it because he's gonna stand on it.
that's an OSHA violation.
I do it when OSHA's not looking.
OSHA's always looking.
Oh, that's not casual at all. And folded in half.
90-degree angle.